guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Diana, and a little bit about me is I am a stay-at-home mom of a baby girl named Isabella, which is 2 years old, and I'm also a small business owner of Bella's Creations. And I wanted to open a YouTube channel. I did get some of my TikTok followers to tell me to open a YouTube channel because it would be easier to follow the steps and I could go a little bit slower instead of doing parts by parts. And it is easier, guys, so just be patient with me. I'm new to this and I wanted to say thank you guys so much for all the love and support. As always, I truly appreciate you all. I will be uploading tutorials of how to do the coloring books, the chip bags, Hershey bars, anything you could think of. And if you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. And for today's video, we are actually going to work with the Nutella, creating this part of the label and the top label. I will be creating this on Canva, and I think the top label I would have to go to Cricut, but we'll see as we go. I also am working a lot with Canva and Cricut. I will show you guys all the materials I use, where to get them. And so let's get started, guys. We're going to go to Canva and we're going to click on create a design. We're going to click custom size, and for your width we're going to do 8.5 and a height 11. Make sure it's under inches. We're going to click on create new design, and here is our blank template ready to be worked on. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to elements where it says lines and shapes. I'm going to grab a square and I'm going to place it here on top. And I'm going to size this for a width of 4 and a height of 2.8. And you see there how it's already telling you what measurements we're doing. Now you could go ahead and duplicate this square because we're going to need another one. Or you could just go here and grab another square. And this one is going to be for the back of our Nutella. So we're going to size it for a width of 2.5 and a height of 2.8. So here I'm just going to move it down. And let me make sure this one's under 2.5. So now I'm going to put it here on the right corner. And now we're going to go to elements. And I'm going to search for a semicircle. And we're going to grab this one here. And this one, I sized it for a 2.7 of width and a height of 1.4. I'm going to go back and change the size. So for now, just ignore this or the size of the semicircle. And here are the measurements so you guys could take a screenshot and have it for a future reference. And like I said, ignore the size of the circle. We're going to adjust it later. So now we're going to start designing. And for this one, I am going to do a unicorn theme. So I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to type in unicorn. So let's go ahead and see what they have. And here are some images that Canva provides for you. Now, I do have Canva Pro, as you guys can see here. But you don't really have to have Canva Pro to do any of these type of designs. If you see a crown, it's for the Canva Pro users, but you see all of these don't have a crown, so you're able to use it on the free version of Canva. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start looking for a background. They do recommend like a rainbow background, or it says here rainbow background as a suggestion. So here I'm just going to look to see if I find one that I like. I'm in between these two, but I'm gonna go with this one because it has little stars, so I think it's cute. So we're gonna go ahead and size it for the same size, a width of 4 and a height of 2.8. You could go ahead and delete this square if you want to. I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Now we're going to see what we're gonna use for the back of the Nutella. I think I'm gonna go with this cute little rainbow, even though it's a different picture as the one in the front. So we're going to go ahead and size it. You see here how I'm moving it to size it up for the width of 2.5. We're going to go from the bottom because Canva for some reason makes it disappear if we're gonna make the image smaller. So here I'm just gonna be able to size it for a width of a height of 2.8. So it looks perfect there. So it's gonna be the back of our Nutella. And for my semicircle, let's see what we find. I might just go with a regular color. And you see here how Canva has like the color scheme of some images that you're already using. So that helps a lot when you're trying to design something. So I'm going to go with this color. Now we're going to start decorating the front part of our Nutella. Or actually, let me start with the semicircle. So let's see what Canva offers. I like these balloons. I think I'm gonna add them here in the corner. Let me make it smaller so you guys can see. And I think I'm gonna place it here. It does go with the color scheme that we have for the front of the Nutella bar, or the Nutella container, sorry. So here I'm just gonna see what unicorn I want. I think I'm gonna go with this one. So I'm gonna make it smaller and place it here. And it has to be more smaller than that. So we're gonna place it right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and add a text. So I think I'm gonna leave it like this. We're gonna click on text. We're gonna add a heading. And we're going to type in, "Thank you for coming." I'm gonna make it smaller, and I want it in one sentence instead of two. So I'm just gonna move it here to the right. And here you're able to choose any font you like, the size of the text, the color of the text. As you guys can see here, here are some colors you could use. You can make it bold, italic. So I'm gonna go here to fonts, and it's the same thing as the images that Canva offers. If you see a little crown, you're able to use it with Canva Pro, but they offer a lot with the free version of Canva. So we're gonna go with this font. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make it smaller, and I'm gonna curve the text instead of having it like this, straight. So to do that, I'm gonna go here where it says effects, and you see here where it says curve, you're gonna click curve, and we're just gonna play around with it. I'm gonna go smaller, less curvy. We're gonna leave it at 33, and you could also move it around just a bit so you guys can see it. Let's see. If you go to the left, you're going to go towards up, and I could put it here as well at the bottom and just move the unicorn more to the top. So I think we're gonna do that instead. I think it looks better like this. That way the text doesn't go over the balloons. So let me go ahead and move this down, and we're gonna move our unicorn towards the top. And here I'm just gonna make sure it looks good, it's centered. And we could make our little unicorn bigger, or you can leave it like this if you want. So I think that's it for the top part of the Nutella container. And I'm gonna change the text, but I think the only color that would look good is either white or black. This one kind of pops up as well, but I think I'm gonna leave it white. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab all the layers or all of my images. So you're just gonna highlight it over, and I'm gonna go to the three dots, and we're gonna go ahead and group it. That way everything's together, and if I move it, it all stays together. So just in case I need to adjust the size, nothing's gonna be moving separate. So here I'm gonna start working on the front part of the Nutella container. So this one right here. And let's go ahead and see. Let me just adjust it so you guys can see. I'm gonna go ahead and use a text, and these are some examples that you guys could use. Like I said, for Canva Pro, you have all of them available. If you have Canva, the free version, you could use this one here. So we're gonna go with this one. And I'm gonna type in happy birthday. I'm gonna make it smaller, and I think I'm gonna put it here on top. And I'm also gonna go ahead and play around with the color of the text. So let's see which one. Let me choose white and see if it stands out more. And as you guys can see, this text does have a effect, and it's called the echo. You could go ahead and change like the background color of the text. So let's see, we do pink. You can see it there changing. Here's red, green. I think I'm gonna go with this dark purple. I think it goes with the theme. And leave the text white. I'm gonna make it smaller. We're just gonna play around with it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it pink instead, because I think it stands out more. Now you could go ahead and duplicate this, and I'm gonna write my baby girl's name. This is just an example. So I'm gonna put Isabella, and I'm gonna duplicate that text to keep the same font, color, and size of the text. I'm going to leave it here at the bottom in the middle. Now we're going to look for an image under elements to see what we could place. I like this little unicorn with the rainbow, and I'm going to place it here behind her name. I'm just going to play around with it. Now here on the back of the label, I'm going to add a nutritional facts, and I did this one on Canva, and I'm going to upload a video on how you could do your own nutritional facts. And I'm going to place it here. I'm going to go ahead and remove the background because I did save it with the white background. Let's see how it looks without it. So you're going to click edit image, and you're going to click background remove or remover. And you see how it just removed that white background. I think it looks much better like this. So here I'm just going to see if I place it here on the left or the right. I'm also going to add a barcode. But for now, let's see what kind of unicorn we could place. And I think I want something with like a balloon or a cake since it is for a birthday. I like this one with the balloons. And as you guys can see, Canva offers a lot of images for you to use. So let's see. They have a lot of cute ones. So this one has a little cupcake. So I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm just going to make it smaller, and I'm going to put it here in the middle of the rainbow. The barcode, I did get it from Google Images and just upload it to Canva. I'm going to place it here on the bottom right. And we're going to go ahead and add a text. And I'm going to add a subheading. And I'm just going to put magical birthday. Make it in one sentence. And we're going to make it smaller. And we're also going to change the font. So I'm going to go up here to see what fonts. And I like this one, but I think it's a little too cursive. So let me see. Let me go ahead and change this. We're going to go with this one. The same one we used. So we're just going to keep it like this. You could change the color if you want. Let's see if we add a different color. But I think I'm just going to stick with black. And now we're going to go to the next step, which is seeing if everything looks good. Now I'm going to go ahead and group everything, well, the front and the back side. So we're going to group this one and go to the three dots, click group. You're also able to ungroup it if you don't want them grouped anymore. So now I think we're good. And you could also, I did a full-size sheet of paper, but if you want, you could duplicate them and print how many you need. For instance, you're able to print 2 front and 2 back and maybe the 2 tops for the lids. But for now, we're just going to do 1. So we're going to click here to where it says share, and you're going to click download. And we're going to leave it as a PNG. And we're going to click download again. So here it's just telling you it's downloading, and it's going to pop up if you want to change the name of your template. I'm just going to put Nutella Unicorn. Click save. And now we're going to go to your Finder or to your documents. Another thing that you're able to do is change the name of your template. So you're going to go to File, and here I'm just going to type in Nutella Label. That way I know what project it is. And now I'm going to go ahead and open my document once it's downloaded. Here it is. And you could send it to the Cricut machine, guys. But I'm going to print it like this. And we're going to go ahead and use sticker paper for this project. So I'm going to click File. You're going to click Print. And the settings that I use is, here's my printer. Let me get the right printer. And then you're going to click Media and Quality. And the media type I use is photo glossy paper, which is this one here. And for the quality, I leave it at best. And we're going to click print. And like I said, guys, you are able to print more than one in one sheet of paper. For the tutorial, I'm just going to do 1. So I'm going to leave it like this. Okay, guys, so we finished creating our label. Now we're going to assemble it. This is the sticker paper that I use. If you guys want to take a screenshot, I would have it linked down below as well. And here is our labels already printed, as you guys can see. Another thing, guys, you could send the images to, once you download it from Canva, you could send it to Cricut Design Space and have Cricut cut it for you. I'm not going to do that because I want to show you guys that you don't need the Cricut machine to do these kind of projects, especially the labels, guys. Also, another thing that I've noticed, guys, I do have a Mac, but I also have a Windows, and when I've printed out from my Windows using Canva, for some reason the images are too big or they're too small as how I created. So I would suggest uploading them to Cricut Design Space or to Google Drive if you don't have Cricut Design Space. But when you do upload them to Cricut Design Space, I would suggest making sure that the size are correct, because for some reason once you upload it to Cricut Design Space, the image is too big or too small, and on Google Drive it's kind of the same size that you created. And I will be uploading another video on how to do that, how to print from Google Drive and from Cricut Design Space. But for now, we're going to go ahead and cut these labels out. So as you guys can see, this is glossy paper. It's glossy sticker paper. And I'm just going to grab my scissors and I'm just going to cut out the label. Now this piece of paper, guys, I actually save it because you could print something small here. Just put it on your printer. So I'm going to save this. So guys, as you can see, it doesn't really cover the whole Nutella label at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and try and create this on Cricut Design Space. Let's see if I could cover the whole lid. So let's see. Okay guys, now for the lid, I did screenshot just the top of the lid for the Nutella container, and I'm just going to upload it here to Cricut Design Space. We're going to click complex and I'm just going to type on the white part. As you guys can see, I just want the semicircle. We're going to save it as a print and cut image. We're going to add it to canvas and we're going to size it. So remember how I told you guys to forget about the measurements that I first gave you. We're gonna unlock it and we're gonna use 3.3 for the width, and for the height you're gonna type in 1.6, and we're gonna leave it like this. Now we're gonna go ahead and click continue or make it, and here you're able to fit, I think, about 8 at once or in one sheet of paper, but I'm just gonna use one. And we're going to click continue. I'm going to send it to my printer. I always take off the bleed and turn on the system dialog so I could change the settings. I'm going to click print. And here is my little print menu. So I'm going to do the same thing since it is sticker paper. Media type, photo glossy paper, quality best. Okay guys, so as you can see, here is my label, the first one that we did. But now here it is with the border, and look at the difference. It fits much better. You could go bigger and just go over the top, but I'm not gonna do that. And to do this little curve, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it. So you're just gonna grab your scissors, and this is what we're gonna do. Just gonna go here and go like a rounded corner. And we're going to do the same thing to this one. Just a little bit. It's not a lot. And now it looks a little bit better. Now, since it is sticker paper, we're just going to take off the back. Make sure we align it here. Just so I can see. And I'm gonna leave this here so they could pop it open. So here is the first part. Just gonna get rid of those bubbles. Now for the back, I'm just gonna peel it off. And you could do the same thing for the front. And as you can see, it's sticker paper as well. To remove this with the help of my nail to get rid of all this, and go. So let's do the back place it here, and we're just going to remove the back of the paper. If I could get it, here we go. And you're going to just place it like so. So here is the back. Now we're gonna do the front part. We're gonna do the same thing. Remove the back. There we go. And now we're going to place it down in the middle. There we go. And this is my baby girl. She Diles hi. Say hi. I put it down, guys, to show you the label. Here is the front part of the label. And here is the top. And here is the back. And here is a better look, guys, of the final product. Here is the top in the front, and here is the back. And thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, guys, and hit that like button. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.